Hoodie guy coming back here with another video. So right here, they're saying anything over 75 is altcoin season. Now, some people think if you look back, we're about 78 right now. So it's saying it's altcoin season according to this metric. You can see that some people, when you scale back here, you can see that there's somewhat diminishing returns a little bit on this is 2020, the 2021 altcoin season. Wasn't quite as high as the one back in 2017, 2018. But then there's a little bit of an altcoin season in 2022, according to this metric. So that's where we're at. Bitcoin dominance is up a hair, but when you go year to date, it's still going down. It'd be nice to get it back into the 56%. But that's where it's at now, about 57.5%. Now, I've been keeping an eye on the Pi cycle top indicator. Some people think that it might not touch this 111-day moving average with a 350-day moving average times 2. So it's something to keep an eye on, but doesn't mean it's going to hit. I don't know. It's just something that I think that it's still going to get closer. It diverged and it's been getting closer. It's kind of just pulled back a little bit here, but something to keep an eye on. You just got all these metrics. You don't know what ones are going to be right, correct. Some things get broken, but it's just kind of one I've been paying attention to. And it might not get there, but if it starts getting closer, you're going to just start paying attention more. Kaspa, you can see we're ranked at 49 on CoinMarketCap. And then that's pretty much it there. And we're just going to take a look at just a sample of what someone could potentially do that's going to look to take profit. So this is just a sample. Say the person that wants to take profit has 200,000 Kaspa. Say they invested somewhere between 10 to 20,000. Now, this is a sample. 20,000 Kaspa is worth like $18,000 or something, roughly, something like that. Maybe the person's broken even. Maybe they're already up at a 2x. Maybe they got 10 grand. I know some people bought down in a penny, 3 cents, 5 cents. Some people have a lot more than 200,000. Some people have less. I just figured that right now having $20,000 worth of Kaspa is enough, of a bag that's a pretty good chunk of money that someone could have potentially invested. And someone might have bought in at, 15, 20 cents. So someone could have 200,000 and they might have 30, 40 grand invested. But you can just flip it, basically you can make your own spreadsheet, however many Kaspa you have. This isn't mine. This is just kind of a sample, I figured 100, 200,000 is a good number to throw out. And this is just a sample of someone sold 10%, in chunks of 10%, and say they started selling at a new all-time high at 25 cents. And this right here just shows you that they would grab $5,000 there. They just keep selling at 10% chunks, so they're selling 20,000, 35 cents, 45 cents, 65 cents, 75 cents, 85 cents. Now, I don't know. I mean, it might only get up to 75 cents. We don't know. So it could be potentially that's all you would get on that. But for the argument of this one, and you can go and figure out your own, put your own price of what you think the peak price is going to be or something, or maybe you only want to sell 80% of your bag and you want to leave 20 just in case something crazy parabolic happens there. But this just shows, it gives you an idea of, that it shows that you could start selling early and just keep selling on the way up. And then it gives you an idea if, say, it did reach up there and maybe it went up higher, but it would show that you would end up with $161,000. Right here, you got the market cap was just taking the supply, which is about 26.7 billion, times the price, and you could feel like roughly, maybe that would put us in the 31 to 40 range on CoinMarketCap. If it got up to $1.45, 38 billion, could potentially put in the 11 to 20 range. That could be a range of what those market caps are in CoinMarketCap. If, say, we get up to a $10 trillion market cap. So, this isn't meant to be, exactly what you should do. It's just an idea of what someone could do. Putting this spreadsheet out gives you an idea of, because if you thought it was going to hit $1.45, then you have 100,000, 200, 500,000 million Kaspa. You're just thinking, man, I'm going to have 1.5 million, but you're going to see a lot of profit and it maybe never reaches that $1.50. and it shows you that you can map out what taking a little bit of profit along the way would look like. And so, this isn't my exact bag. You can do it with your exact bag. This is just showing you what I think is a good way to map out. And I'm probably going to go ahead and do this for the few projects that I'm holding. Dog, Kaspa. I'm not sure I'm going to sell any Bitcoin, but I'm not completely dismissing it. For the most part, I haven't considered selling it, but, I'm thinking about it. But for sure, I'm going to do it with my altcoins, because I think when the bear market hits, that it will go down. I know some people think that we're done with bear markets, but you look at the S&P 500 and Bitcoin, and they usually eventually go back down to their 200-week moving averages. So that's just my plan. Let me know your plan. Do you have kind of a spreadsheet or some kind of strategy? And that's basically it. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.